Hi, it's TADO VITO. Do you like to drink? If it's a question, then no. If it's an offer, then yes. Since today is Saturday, we have very weekendish product for you to present. Here we have what looks like a keyring. This item can be attached to your keys or use it as a decoration and attach to your handbags or even jeans. Now it is made from leather, so we have a hard base tube and we have layers of leather fringes around. Then on top we have a clip so you can clip it on. And like I said, the first purpose of this is a keyring or accessory. Now it has a second purpose. If you look at the bottom and spread these fringes open, you will see a hidden popper. Now pop this open and there you go. Inside you have hidden hip flask which can carry 2 ounces or 2 shots of your favorite drink. 2 ounces is about 57 milliliters approximately. So this way you can carry your favorite drink secretly inside this keyring. Just close this. And there you go. This is original TADO VITO design. It is handmade in Birmingham, England. As usual, we offer custom heat imprinting if you like your initials or short name to be stamped. And this item will be available on our website, tadovito.com. Now I would like to show you how this product is being made. But before that, let me just briefly introduce the structure of this item. So we have a tube, a base for this item. And for that, we're using 2mm thick vegetan leather. Then for the fringes, we're using two colors of chrome tan leather, which is shiny dark blue and shiny black. Then we have our hook, clipper. We have our strap with imprinted TADO VITO name. We're using 3 pairs of 7mm size double cap rivets. Then we have our leather cap, which is hand stitched to our tube. Also, we're using 12mm size custom-made TADO VITO poppers. And lastly, we have our hip flask. So there you go. So let's get started our project. This is TADO VITO original design and should not be copied for commercial purposes. So we have our patterns ready on the table very quickly. So this is the main pattern. We will use this one to create a tube for foundation. So these 2 circles represent the area where we're going to install our poppers. So these will just close down the tube. Then we have pattern for our cap, which will be folded and hand stitched. Pattern for our fringes and pattern for our strap on which we're gonna heat imprint TADO VITO name. Now I'm gonna start from cutting the foundation, the base. So we have our first pattern piece ready, the foundation piece. Now I will sand the surface of this because on the whole surface we will be sticking our fringes. So I want the surface to be rough so the glue can stick properly. Now you can see that the surface will be perfect for our gluing. It's rough, but now it has some dust on it. I just tried to clean with a vacuum cleaner, but still I want to use a lint roller, which should clean all the surface dust. So I have a proper contact with other leather pieces when I glue them. And you can see there's plenty of dust that a vacuum cleaner cannot properly clean it. Now that we finished working our round shapes, we can puncture 2 holes for our poppers. We have set of our custom-made TADO VITO poppers. So I'll be using gold color. We have 2 holes ready to install our popper, but before that, I want to skive 1 centimeter from the edge. I will use a skiving machine, and I want to make one of the edges thinner, because we will fold this, we will wrap this leather piece into a tube, and I just want one piece to be thinner. So if we glue everything the way it is now, it will be just too bulky. So let's go to the skiving machine. I'm marking a line 1 centimeter from the edge. So I know exactly where to put my glue, where to wrap, where to press. So I have a perfect tube for our hip flask keyring. Okay, so now we can finally install our poppers. I have a hand press. By the way, I'm using the same poppers like for our bracelets. Okay, now so that we install our popper, we can glue this piece together, and while glue gets dry, we can work on other pieces. So this is our tube. I'm gonna give about half an hour for the glue to dry, and meanwhile we're gonna start making our fringes. As I mentioned earlier, we're using 2 colors of chrome tan leather for our fringes. So now we have shiny black, and I will cut fringes. So first of all, I will cut just a plain shape, and I will mark 1 centimeter from the edge. I'm marking a line 1 centimeter from the edge, and this line will indicate, so I know exactly where to stop cutting with my rotary cutter. Also, this line will be as a guideline, so I know where to apply the glue. So we'll apply only for 1 centimeter from the edge, and I will be sticking this part on a foundation tube. We have our fringes ready. So we have half dark blue and half black. So we're going to put these on the side. And now we can move on to making our cap for our keyring. We're using the same 2mm thick vegetan leather for our cap. Here are the patterns, and I will be using the same circle cutter. So I'm just going to measure the distance for this cap. Our cap is ready, so just puncture the holes for hand stitching and holes which we will use to insert double cap rivets and connect to our strap. So while I have my stone slab here, I'm going to puncture holes for our strap. We have TADO VITO name already heat imprinted. So now I'm just going to punch 4 holes which will connect this cap with this strap. Now that we have all the pieces ready, we can finally start putting them together. So I will start from our strap and I will connect it to our head using 7mm rivets. Then I will hand stitch the head and then attach it to our base. And then lastly, we can start gluing our fringes. Now I can hand stitch this part and connect these two edges. I'm using 40s bonded nylon. It's the same thread that we use for our sewing machines. Here's our cap, nice and ready, so we can attach it to our tube. The cap is already in place, so now we can start doing the last thing, which is attaching the fringes. And I will apply glue on one side and then start rolling around our base. Now that I attach half of the fringes onto our base, we can see that it start getting a shape of our keyring. But actually, I can see many different objects in this one. So this could be a robot wearing a skirt, a rocket, I don't know, a squid, fishing lure, flower bouquet, or even a weird microphone. This is a very interesting piece to me, actually. It looks like a many different objects. 2 more lines left. So now just press and hold so this top piece can stay in place. I'll just give for the glue about half an hour to dry. And we are finished. There you go. TADO VITO hidden hip flask keyrings. Thank you for your time watching this video. If you like it and find it useful, please subscribe to TADO VITO YouTube channel and Instagram page. Thank you and see you next time.